Hello everyone. Here we are at season 3, the Tipsy Realtor. We have a special guest today, Lucas from 2020 Home Inspections, because we're going to make the Poly Special cocktail, and we're going to talk about poly beef piping because it is December, which is construction materials of Christmas is past. I have Anna, I have Victoria here with me, and let's start with the fun stuff, which is always the alcohol.
Yeah, okay. Let's. I feel like it's gonna be a good winter drink, just because I see Glenn leave it on the table. So we'll see. So it's called the Poly Special.
The Poly Special.
The Poly Special.
I think our big goal today is to not watch Anna or Victoria choke.
Oh, is that bad? Is it gonna be bad for me?
I don't know.
No, we'll see. Yeah,
we're trying to season you.
we haven't found the cocktail yet that you actually not choked on,
No,
or
the,
you
the
could.
blonde.
The
We made the blonde.
Yeah, we made the blonde cocktail.
Oh, the blonde was good. Okay.
That was- what was
The
it?
blonde
It
is
was
always
the French
good.
blonde.
Yeah,
The French blonde.
I
Okay.
wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't
So
good.
the recipe's on the screen.
Yeah.
Scotch, Grand Marnier, grapefruit juice, simple syrup, in a shaker with ice. Shake.
I'll do my shake it.
Yeah.
And again, in the amazing.
Yeah, we're using a beautiful barware from Fifth and Vermouth, local. Oh, that looks pretty. Ours already yeah, you can.
Ours is
Your guys' are settled.
Oh, perfect. That's for me. Thank you.
And then I've actually got a bunch of different things on how you can garnish it here. So we have dried citrus, we have fresh
Grapefruit?
and then we actually have, if you just want to put in a twist of grapefruit, you can do that.
Oh, look at that. Everybody got the individually different drink.
They did. We're
Well,
only
they
late
look
today.
perfect. Look at that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
December, the last month of 2022.
Yeah, you too.
Right?
There you
Can
go.
you
Cool.
believe
That's
it?
Let's do it.
Okay. So one of those before I drive. Hey? No more.
Yeah.
No more of those.
Oh, this is quite
It's good.
nice. I
It's good.
like it.
It's very smooth.
Yeah.
Like they say it has a smoky taste to it, which it kind of does have a bit of a
Well,
smoky
that's
taste.
probably Scotch.
Yeah.
So the smokiness comes from Scotch. The sweetness obviously comes from Grand Marnier and some syrup.
Yeah. And obviously, too, like if you
It's
wanted,
gonna go very
What do you
easy.
think?
you could change.
You like it?
good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
No
It's sweet.
choking. Yay,
Yeah.
Victoria didn't choke.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're finally finding some alcohol like drinks that she likes it.
It's
Right.
sweet. It's very sweet.
Yeah, it's quite
But
sweet.
it's
yeah.
good. It's good.
You could put in less syrup if you wanted to have
Yeah,
it
maybe
less
I would probably not even add syrup because Grand Marnier tends to be sweet, and just maybe a dash a little bit of the if you get like a fresh grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
Because it's tart.
You guys know your alcohol
This
really
is-
well.
yes,
Like,
Look at this is
Oh,
season
that's
3.
Exactly.
Season 3 of Tipsy Realtor.
We
Yeah.
actually had someone who asked us how many shows we've done, and we counted it out, and I think we're up to like 50 to 60 different episodes of this show.
okay.
That's how many different cocktails
Yeah.
and subjects we have educated you.
This
Exactly.
is a high stress job that you guys need to know how to how to make these.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. You cannot talk about real estate or things that can go wrong in real estate, all the dark secrets of real estate, without the drink in your hand.
And
So,
let's be honest, when
Yeah.
our clients are negotiating offers, they all want to drink most of the time.
Fair.
Because they're stressed out.
Yeah, usually after. Yeah, usually after. But let's talk about the topic, poly beef piping.
So first of all, can I show a picture of what poly B is? Because that's
Absolutely,
always a
yeah.
good
Let's put that on the screen so you actually all can go rush to the basement right now and take a look if you have it.
Poly B.
Dark gray plastic pipes.
Kind
Dark,
of skinny.
it can be dark gray with
Yeah.
a bluish hue. It can
Yeah.
actually be baby blue, and it could even be black, and most people
Yes.
don't know that.
Oh,
So,
I didn't know about
yeah,
that.
so
Wow.
this
Yes.
is really what we see. The most common is what you see there on the screen right now. Or if
And
you
is it
show them-
because they were like produced at the different times? Depends because you said the poly beef started using in the 70s, right?
Well, in the States. right?
Oh,
So
okay.
everyone has this idea of what it is, and I always tell people, don't go on the internet right away.
Okay,
to find out
so
what it is.
what is Poly B Canadian edition?
Polybutylene, right? It's a type of pipe, just like everything else
Oh,
out
no,
there.
Lord.
Are you okay?
All
right. Okay. So just like everything else out there, it's going obsolete, and everything is killing us. Just so in 10 years from now, we'll find out that PEX is maybe bad for us or something along those lines. Poly B is no different. It started in the 70s in the United States. We came to Canada in the 80s-ish and really found its foothold in the 90s. And from 1990 to about 98, 90, well, we say 2000, but it's more like 1998. That's when we stopped using it because they found problems with it. Now, I'll tell you what it is. Like a lot of people think that, oh, I've got copper crimps, and you had said something about that earlier, and you're right, right? If you have copper crimps, maybe you're going to be faring a little bit better than if you had plastic crimps. But it's a pipe that deteriorates with chlorine and heat.
Yeah.
That's what actually we heard, that what caused the leakage of the pipes.
Yeah.
Like the mineral buildup
Correct.
inside the pipe, and you can see it from outside, and then it started breaking.
Like the human body. You get things start to break down on the inside. But this one's controlled. Like everything is manageable. There's millions of homes that have Poly B throughout Canada and the United States, and it can be mitigated a little bit with the reduction of heat regulation off the thermostat on your hot water tank, making sure there's no chlorine, filters, etc., etc.
Okay, so you can kind of keep the, I guess, the longevity of it much longer without any concerns for the safety of the home if you take care of it.
Well, that's like everything, but we always tell people, like, I'm not going to go and fight science and say, keep it in your home. Like, you can, that's fine. I have 2 properties that have it, and I've not had a problem.
Right.
I live in a house with it.
There you go.
I've had it for 20 years. Never had a
It was
problem.
700,000 homes in Canada with Poly B piping.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
She's good.
See, because she's a new realtor, she's still doing all the research.
She's educated.
There's many homes that have Poly B in Calgary.
So I just want to get down to it. For Poly B, if you have a bungalow or a 2-story, oftentimes we say like 4,000 to 5,000 a floor if you wanted to get rid of it. Or keep it, do whatever you want to do.
So
it doesn't matter.
4 to 5,000.
Pardon me?
4 to 5,000.
For a 2-story, you could be in around the 10, including the drywall.
Yeah, but you said per floor.
Per floor, 4 to 5. I'm going a little high.
Yeah, I know. I just because we always hear people say, it's 20 grand, it's 40 grand. I want to make sure that it's clear. It's 4 to 5,000 per floor.
And if you had a bungalow that had an unfinished basement, you're going to easily be able to pull us back. Well, pull out all the pipes, put in the PEX. That's what we use today.
And it's actually not a big deal to change the pipes. Like my sister bought a house recently with Poly B piping, and she changed all pipes for 5 grand.
Yeah, there you go.
It depends on who you use, just like it depends on where you go to buy your diamond. Are you going to like Tiffany's, or I'm trying to relate to the people out there who are watching this.
Yeah.
It depends on where you buy your diamonds.
Well, let me ask you this. So, I mean, we have worked on many home inspections before, and we love using your company. When you, when you tell the client and a real estate agent there's a Poly B in a house and people start freaking out, let's put it this way, because some people don't know, they only heard bad stories.
Okay.
What can you tell them as a home inspector, like in terms of,
Let me tell you this. If you had a cough, right, you just had a cough, if you went and looked that up on WebMD, do you guys know what WebMD is online?
Yes, of course.
You're going to think that you have, if you're looking up your cough, you're going to think you have probably cancer or whatever, or COVID or something really, really bad. Look, I was speaking with a Red Seal plumber who works with our company, Todd Adesme, and Kaylin, and they know the science behind this. They know down to the T what it's made out of and where they had the biggest problems, and it was in the deep south. Like there was like a
when you say deep south, that's not deep south Calgary. That's
south.
like U.S.
Yeah. Okay. So like if you leave plastic out,
the
UV is going to break down that plastic, and there was some sort of a chemical reaction, and a lot of the problems happened down south. And that doesn't mean that it's all going to happen up here. Right. Maybe they left spools and spools and spools of it out in Douglasdale. I don't know, but there's some communities have a little bit more of a problem than other communities. But I guess for me to be on here and say that it's like Black Plague, Black Death, that'd be crazy. I mean, everything is killing us. Everything is going obsolete. Everything is manageable.
Absolutely.
And I got one more question, actually. Sorry for interrupting you. Like, is there signs that you can see, like let's say your pipes are exposed, is there signs you can see as a homeowner that maybe it's failing
Well,
before it fails.
see, like a lot of people, they've been trained by the internet to believe that it's going to fail at the connection when it could fail along the line.
Right.
You had said something earlier about calcification deposits at the
Mineral buildup inside.
mineral buildup. Exactly. You can see it, the patina of the connection. Sometimes you can see the active leak, then you know something's going to transpire in the future. But
wouldn't that be the same even with copper
it
piping?
is the same. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So like copper PEX, well, Kitex another pipe.
Yeah.
We don't know how much time that's gonna last.
You guys, there are so many different many different types of pipe out there.
Right.
Like we don't know, but poly B is just one of those ones. It does have absolutely a stigma attached to it, like everything else. Aluminum wiring, Kitec, wooden foundations. We can do another program about all the obsolete products that are out
Actually,
there.
it is the rest of the month.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole December, we're talking about the building materials of Christmas past. And we will bring up, because a lot of the, especially older homes in Calgary, a lot of them still have those materials inside.
But one thing I want to say as a realtor, it is our job as realtors when we're in those houses to identify in this age, this is a common building material.
Yep.
Yes.
And if possible, we should be pointing it out to you before writing an offer. Now, I know we will because that's what we do. But I know that I've had situations where realtors have done their home inspection and come back to us and said, well, there's poly B piping, so reduce the price by $10,000. It was not a hidden defect. It's not even a defect.
It's not a defect. It's personal opinion.
You could see it when we showed you the house. We didn't hide it. It was a real estate's professional job to point out that houses of this area had this type of building material and therefore to look for it.
Yeah.
So that is what a professional realtor does. That is what we do because we're damn good at our job.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Yeah. Well, this is kind of short about poly B. We wanted to talk about it because Calgary is still have quite a few homes with it. And we want to make sure it's not as disastrous as everybody thinks what it is or what they heard maybe through the friend or through the media or whatever. That's why we actually have Lucas from Home Inspection to talk about that.
We're going to have him all month now.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He's like coming back for the cocktails and talking about the home inspection, Christmas past thing.
I'll say something about 2020. All of us are a bunch of builders first and foremost.
Yes, and
homes.
that's how I actually got to know you first.
That's right.
Yes.
Our job is to enlighten you as to things you might not have known about otherwise. But poly B is no different than a foundation crack. If we find it, it's just like, I don't know, you guys have had boyfriends before, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Have you ever been with my husband?
I'm just going to say this, that every single house,
my husband knows I had a boyfriend.
every single house comes with a little bit of baggage, and it's about how you manage that baggage and how you carry it, how you fix it. It's like, it's a good analogy.
This is so...
It is.
I came with no.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you don't come with baggage. I'm sure of that. Anyways.
Okay, cheers.
Well, cheers.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, sweet home.
But here's the one thing too: is your home inspector is supposed to find problems with your home. That's what you pay them for.
We're not there to sugarcoat. We're there to find stuff. And, be a little bit negative, but
2020's never done this. But I have had home inspectors in the past come to me and they say, "Hey, there's something bad in this home inspection. How do you want me to deal with it?" And I'm like, "Tell them."
Yeah.
Because I don't want to interfere in a home inspection. Yeah. I don't want to withhold information on a home inspection. It's not what we do.
And actually, one thing I want to mention about the home inspection, like if your home inspector does not provide you a cohesive report like 2020 does with the pictures and there's a multiple pages of description, like a lot of people are like, oh my God, the report is so huge. I was like, well, half of it is how to maintain your home. Yeah. If you look at it, they're like, once they start reading, because first they get overwhelmed with like a lot of pages, I was like, there's things that they found in a home and the things they say like, watch out for this in the next 10 years, how to maintain the home. It's like, oh, that's like a manual. They're like, yes. And they like love it. And they absolutely love it.
We're all professionals.
Yes. Yeah. That is called Inspectorum. That is our own software. The reason we do that is because we live in 2022 and a picture speaks 1,000 words 100%. And nobody wants to read anymore. So why we, in essence, take pictures of everything, good, bad, or indifferent, is because we're there to cover your asses, our clients' asses, and even though we don't work together, because we do our own thing,
and we're totally okay to say asses on the show.
Sorry, I said ass. Okay, but if you guys are offended by that,
the F word, we're gonna stay away.
Okay, I'll stay away from the F word.
I don't think we've ever used the F word.
No.
I'm trying to describe and paint a picture of what the house is like today. And you need to know that your fireplace is working. Why do I take a picture of your fire? Because if you were to take possession of the house, You sold them the house, and the fire's not working. Well, it shows you in the report that it was. Now you have a leg to stand on to go back and say, like, maybe.
Okay, and Victoria,
right?
why does that matter? Because Victoria's been studying the purchase contract. Why does that matter?
What?
Pictures
What?
speak 1,000 words.
Why does it matter that he has a picture to confirm that something's working on a certain day? So on possession day,
Okay, so
Blatant
we need to have the property in substantial same
There you go.
Condition.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay. One last thing. That's like catfishing, sorta, right? It's kind of like the catfishing thing that everyone's going, what? Is it in the same shape as it was when we did the inspection as when they take possession, right?
yeah.
If it looks completely different, that's you know what catfishing is, right?
No,
Oh,
I've been
God.
married for 21
Fine.
years.
You know what catfishing
I
is.
know what a catfish
Isn't
is.
Here's a picture of me
catfishing a
looking
dating
so good.
thing?
Yes, when you look really
Yeah.
good in a
Oh, yeah.
picture.
I've been
Okay.
married
It's like
before
you know,
online
Okay,
dating.
got it.
It's like I look like this, but I put the picture of Giselle on my profile
Okay.
and say I look like that.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that that's
Listen to you.
one of the benefits of our reports is that it shows you inside out every single last little thing in your house, every above and beyond the SOPs, the standards of practices of what everyone does in home inspection world. So
And I love your guys' thermal camera because actually they lent
Oh.
me a thermal
Yeah.
camera for one of my
Darren
clients.
told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was the client just wanted to confirm that everything was okay in their basement.
Yeah.
And we borrowed the thermal camera, and they super appreciated it.
Yeah.
And they were so happy that we were able to use that thermal camera to confirm that their basement had no issues.
And you paid them in whiskey. These girls
Bourbon.
love drinking. They
Bourbon.
love
We
drinking.
paid them in a good bourbon.
Oh come on! Don't insult the
Quality
bourbon.
Bourbon, sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah.
today is the first show of December, which means we collected all your names from whoever liked our
So
show, shared our show, loved our show, tagged your friends, commented on our live shows into the draw. And our prize for November month was 2 mugs of Moscow Mules, 15 vermouth, and you know, like your pizza trays with a pizza cutter, like would you like to like? So I had everybody's name to go in. I just want to show you how many names we had.
That's a
We
lot.
have so many names.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We had
Thank you.
tons of names. So I'm gonna do the spin, and it's spinning right now. Yeah.
Look at all those names. There's
I know.
so many people. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
liking and sharing our show in the month of November.
Clara!
Clara! Clara has an amazing home cleaning company.
Yes.
Cleans my house. She's absolutely fabulous.
Cleans my house and everybody's client's house. Yes.
So
Clara,
congratulations.
Titi, yeah, congratulations, honey. You getting the pizza
Awesome.
and 15 vermouth Moscow mugs. Please have me over.
And we
And
need
we'll-
to have pictures of you using them. And
Oh, yeah.
tagging us in them,
I am
okay?
sure. Okay, Robin.
Now,
This is a big deal. Big
No, no, no,
deal.
no, no,
Oh,
wait,
like
wait,
what?
wait,
What? Oh, we're not there.
you can win a prize with us for the month of December by liking and sharing your show on YouTube.
Oh, Facebook.
Instagram.
Well, obviously live Facebook, Instagram. What are we doing?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yes. Twitter. And TikTok.
Twitter, Gramagram. I don't know.
And TikTok.
LinkedIn.
That's right. Okay. But
So,
next month's
I need
prize,
like I almost like need like a help.
Yeah.
I need help. Okay,
next
let's do it.
month's prize
Like,
is a
let's-
Brazilian slate 1x3 charcuterie board.
It's 2 humans.
It
No,
is
like,
absolutely fantastic. I have one, Anna has one, and we all get lots of compliments on them. Locally made by a beautiful little 12-year-old.
Yes.
What?
My daughter makes it.
Okay, so
Yes.
never mind.
Yeah.
I do have one. It's incredible. You can chill it and put your meat, smoked salmon on it, and will keep your cheese and meat chilled.
And because it's slate, you can actually write on it what cheese it is with chalk.
That's very, very generous gift for December. So that's gonna be like whatever the first week of January. That's when we're gonna be just gonna see who is the lucky winners.
Oh, sorry. William once asked if it's worth getting a home inspection even if your home is for sale. I actually think it is.
Let me
like
talk about that.
pre-sale.
Okay,
Yeah.
he'll talk about that. Sorry.
Pre-inspections
Yeah.
just actually.
But what about even if you don't want to sell your home and you just want someone to come in?
Oh,
and
yes.
maintenance plan for your
Before we
home?
get into that, real quickly, I forgot to say something about Poly B, and that was that there is a bit of a myth going around saying that you can't get insurance, and actually
Oh.
you can get insurance.
You're right.
And I've heard a lot of people say, and I spoke with a very intelligent fella who is a lender, And he's like, it's actually the lenders that have a problem with it sometimes. Yeah. Most of the insurance companies will cover it. So pre-inspections, if you go to anyone, not just us, 2020, like I'm not here to just promote us. A lot of good home inspectors inside of Calgary. Well, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of good guys in Calgary. Pre-inspections is like getting a doctor checkup. Do you get a doctor checkup? Do you do a colonoscopy? You should probably every once in a blue moon. Okay, you guys don't do colonoscopies. Getting a pre-inspect just lets you know where you're at, and with our reporting methodology, it's like having your house in your pocket until
All
you
I
get
can
past.
think about is colonoscopy.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you
Getting
put
a
that
checkup.
image in her head.
Here's the other thing
Yeah.
about pre-inspections. We do a ton of
Yeah.
them in Toronto and a ton of them in Vancouver. And here's why: because it brings to light the problems that might cause issue when it goes to the transaction of the property itself. So, like, you could actually fix some of the stuff before another home inspector comes in here and makes a mountain out of a molehill, which could potentially be something like something silly. You guys have to realize that my industry's a little different, where maybe not everyone's a builder. They've got their certifications, which is great, but you do have to have a lot of experience to understand what is a mountain, what is a molehill.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you understand it from us or another really reputable home inspector, and there's tons of them out there, then you can fix it. And
I also personally did home inspections. Like I have long-term tenants.
Yeah.
Every time they moved out, I did a home inspection on my house.
Yeah.
Once they move out, just to find out, to make sure everything is in the working condition before the new tenant moves in.
We do enter exits on Airbnbs.
That's
and
actually super
VRBOs.
smart because
Yeah.
it does. Like, how can
Yeah.
you not have a better quality report than a
Yes.
home inspection?
You need to know if they're keeping that damage deposit.
Absolutely.
What was it like?
Yeah.
And Airbnb and VRBO. Like
We got lots of talks with
Yeah.
those guys right now.
Exactly.
It's like a really big thing. So inspections, it's like we're living in this day of accountability.
Yeah.
Yes.
And pictures speak 1,000 words.
Yeah.
So you want to have your investments in your pocket. You want to know what the hell's going on with your body, never mind your house. So
Yeah.
home inspections prior to are absolutely super smart.
And especially, if you have other people staying in it, it's like driving people in our cars for work, right? Like we want to make sure it's all properly maintained and insured and things like that.
It'll make your life easier at the end of the day.
And I always love it when they say that houses with poly B can't be insured. And I always say, well, that's great. Do you want me to just ask who's insured the house now?
Yeah.
Because the house is currently insured.
You can do it with aluminum wiring too.
I know.
Knob and
Yeah.
tube. There's
Yes.
a lot of like.
I always love when realtors try and say, well, I can't get insurance. Well, you can get insurance.
Yeah.
We'll just call their insurance company and you can just get that same insurance company that's currently insuring it.
Not to say that there's still not a problem. Like people are like,
Yeah.
nah about it, but still, like we know
Yeah.
that there's millions of homes. You said 725,000 throughout Canada, so that there's lots of homes that
There
have insurance.
But the
Amazing.
issue I have with poly B, and this is honestly my issue I have with poly B,
Shoot.
is that people sit there and they make this big drama out of poly B,
Yep.
and we only talk about the hundreds or maybe 1,000 or so, or 2,000 or maybe 5,000 that have had problems, and we don't talk about the 695,000 that haven't had problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's lots that have actually
That's everything.
lived
Yeah.
with poly B and never had an issue.
Yeah.
But there is a few that have, and certainly we can talk about the horror stories about everything, but if we were to do that, then we would never leave our houses. We would never get married. We would never have children because there's horror stories about all of it.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so
So-
much for watching.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Next episode.
The hot toddy.
What's
Ooh,
that?
you
Hot
could be the
toddy.
hot toddy.
No,
next
we have a
episode.
Todd that works here.
Oh,
You can
maybe
call him Hot
Todd.
Toddy.
Oh, we
There we
will.
go. TV
Hot-
Todd
oh
on the show.
my
Todd added me. Hot toddy?
Todd and Toddy. Yes.
And how to remove it. But a hot toddy is a lovely alcoholic beverage. It is awesome when you have a cold. So we're going to teach you how to make it.
It's
Alcohol
gonna
and
be
a cold.
A cold. When you have a cold.
Alcohol.
Oh, when you have
And
a
a
cold.
cold.
When you have a cold.
It works.
I was like, how is a hot toddy is cold?
No, when you have
Is it a Ukrainian drink or a Russian drink?
No,
You guys
but
are
like there's a lot of
Okay.
drinks that helps you when you get cold, like mulled wine
ginger ale and orange juice.
exactly.
or
Okay.
grog.
What?
But more
Grog.
importantly, if you're
Grog.
looking at buying or selling a house,
And not just an alcoholic beverage.
yes, please feel free to call us at the number on the screen, myself, Anna Victoria, or if you need a home inspection, call Lucas at 2020, and they will come out and give you a great home inspection and tell you where your house is in regards to its maintenance schedule, and we will help you decide the value of your home. But if you have a friend, family, or coworker that's looking at buying or selling a home, please make sure that they call us looking for investment property, anything, and we're going to give them an honest assessment of what they need, what their home is worth, and information, because it's important to us that you guys have a true picture of where you spend your hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the best rate of return.
And the market is not the easiest one in Calgary to figure it out on your own.
But
It's constantly changing.
It is. And we always say that there's an art to real estate. And we're artists. We're real estate artists.
Okay, I drove pencil.
Very well put.
But
Very well
those
spoken.
two are actually artists.
We are actually artists.
They actually paint.
We're artists.
They do.
We're all artists when it comes to real estate because you do need someone who knows how to specialize because anyone can put paint on a canvas and anyone can put your for sale sign on your front yard, but few of them can do